I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. Combing your hair with your hand gives me feelings I don't understand. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when I'm talking to you, like everything freezes and it's just us two. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you. Give it to me like world without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. World without you. Driving me crazy just looking at it. Driving me crazy just looking at it. You do this thing when you're biting your lip. It's driving me crazy just looking at it. You know me better than I know myself. I don't wanna live in a world without you.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. So, sorry, October's been was a pretty dead month for me. Those don't know, as month my brother passed, so usually I just take it to myself. Not a big deal. Nobody here at the moment, so I doubt anybody even sees this. Download documents. No. God, I hate Windows 11 so much. There we go. Actually forgot to bring up my usual data stuffs. Tab. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, so close to the end of the year now, too. Getting there, people. But I hope everybody had a good Halloween's times. And yeah, that's about all I can think of before I go diving into the tower here. There's one thing I want to double check. Okay, so we're in this current one. I want to see what the hell the reward is for this season. Okay, special rank TDM reward. Not really seeing anything new in these blueprints. Tells us to check the reward webpage, but doesn't have a link to it. Dumbasses. Guess they're too busy working with getting Let It Die Inferno out. Good, no. A little bit more. Neon Milk, I think is the last one. Still surprised it's 9 years old now. Well, 26th will be the 9th year for this game. What was it for 8 year? What did they do? For decorating, don't care. I don't think I got the X-rated glasses. Missed that. A couple of things. It's one thing, they do like a whole month worth of rewards for celebrating the anniversary. Mush Fest, which I don't really give a shit about. 3 free continues per day. That's okay. Problem is the damn damage to your equipment doesn't help. Floor 2, floor 51, floor 101. Into the pit. That would be nice to get again. Get the rest of the Knight Rider set. I think I'm missing some of that. I know I got the weapon. Not sure about the armor. I don't think this is it. Oh, hell. I wonder if they're going to do the same for this time. Looked like a lot of the blueprints were put out for the last TDM's thing. Do what we want, we like what we do. Dun, 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 dun,
Let it die.
Should have a few things finished up whenever I first log in here. I think my fighters returned as well. Those that don't know, don't know me past the streaming stuff, I played the hell out of this game a couple years back, and then eventually it's like, I think I was disappointed that the devs decided to be shitheads about putting in a floor 100 elevator. All because the community couldn't get them to a specific download goal. So it was like, you know, you obviously can do it. You teased it. And this is like 2 or 3 years ago that this happened. And as far as I've found out, they haven't added a floor 100 elevator yet, still. Though, I could be incorrect. Furthest I've been is floor 60, I think. Dog. Fighters have returned. Yep. There we go. Nothing like getting a naked fighter after you whenever you're doing the fight to the top areas. I really want to change up what the hell my fighters have for equipment, but I keep having to drop money on re-upping my regular equipment. Sparrow. Futagi, this person might be taking on the boss for that floor. Sauce Runner. I think I invaded this person's base earlier today, so I'm going to send them a naked fighter to quickly eliminate for getting through that shit too. Makes the climb a little bit easier at least. Anything else? Well, let me get all this shit out. Probably just a bunch of shrooms and beasts that I'll just sell for a tiny bit extra money. Equipment probably sells the best from what can be retrieved from fighters. Second to is beasts, and then mushrooms. I think those are almost always like 10 coins, though I think there are some that actually give you more. I just can't recall which. Well, thinking about it, it might be one of these seasonal ones. Alright, so fight that is up. I want like a big ass spree of just invading bases to get enough splithium to research stuff constantly. Blunt shot went up 0.8, so that's good. More damage with blunt weapons. Not really gonna get shit from this other than maxing out, because that's not the tier 4 version. This is taking up to tier 3, I think. Or it might be tier 4. I think that's tier 4. So that'll be more blunt shots. This will be a piercing increase. Just an increase in level. Execution is right. Come on, where's the ZX one? There we go. Tonight's run is probably not going to be too exciting, mainly because I think the weeklies don't reset until tomorrow or Monday. Hunter Bow 3, still need to finish taking that up, and then I had enough to take a piece of regular equipment up, well, armor up. Oh yeah, I forgot about this too. I think I actually got 2 of the jackal body pieces. Well, not body, but armor pieces done. The jackal armor, I wish just had better stats to them overall. It just sort of sucks ass to see that they, the amount of resources you have to pour into making them is insane compared to like much better equipment. But I'm mainly making it for the extra kill shot that it gives. Trying to find these on the list. You know, a lot of the stuff that I made is down here. I guess a few of them are still researching. Such a difference between regular rider and ZX one. There's the armor piece. There's another one. Here's body. Yeah, there's body. Oh, it's not too bad, I guess, but that's only tier 1, I think. I think that's it, yeah. Now, what do we still got researching then? Got these 4 still researching, so they'll... This one might not be done by the time I get out of the tower, but these other 3 will definitely be. That one's 9 minutes, that was 2 hours still. Bet. That. I don't really feel like doing another raid just to get that researched. Yeah, like right here is like, this is a normal piece of equipment. It'd be going up to tier 2. It only takes, what is that? 8, 9 pieces, well, 9 items total. There you go. 41 just to take that up to tier 1. Well, tier 1 plus 1. Each piece of equipment, well, most every piece of equipment has 4 tiers. For those that haven't played this game, you've got 4 tiers to your equipment, and then each of those have a plus 4, then they go up to the next tier. So you make it, and it's at T10, then research it several times until you get T1 plus 4, then it goes up to T2 plus 0, etc., etc. And then tier 4 goes all the way up to plus 19, which I don't have anything up that high yet. But once they get to tier 5, they take a, like, there's not much of a difference in damage here. It's whenever you look at the durability from 1701 to 7000. And like same with this, like 1701 to 7140. And I don't think it's too much of a difference in damage either, yeah. So yeah, it's like having a higher durability, I guess, would help out for longer runs. How's that? Where are my other ones? 3 wasn't there. Now still got the exclamation mark. Oh, the headpiece. There it is. This one sort of sucks because the scratch metal. Scratch metal's a bit of a pain in the ass to come across. Though, maybe after I'm done with my tower run, I'll have enough splithium, which is the little blue spirit looking thingy, to upgrade that. Oh, I've actually got the ZX helmet. Okay. There's the ZX helmet. Do I have the ZX armor? Yeah, I got the ZX armor. And the leggings. So I don't need anything from the ZX stuff anymore. I got that all farmed up. Oh, damn it. I forgot to sell all the damn equipment. Pull off the ultimate VTuber wear. I don't got the booba for that. Hello, Doc. So, Doc, have you looked at that game named Ill? Just ILL? Have actually? What do you think of it? It's like the Steam page says that it's single player, but dear God, that looks like it could possibly be fun if it was multiplayer. Especially since it has like upgrading weapons. I don't know about armor and stuff, but immersive world, all the other stuff that they're promoting. And I forgot to sell again. At least I wasn't in a tower already. Okay, I'll clear. Because I really do think that if that game, I'm kind of following it before it hits Steam for some time. Ah, cool. So like, that's definitely a game I think looks pretty cool. But like I said, I probably would have liked more if it was like, okay, this is going to be a multiplayer game. Sort of like competitor with Seven Days to Die competitor sort of thing is what I'd like to see out of it. It's like, yeah, I don't think there's zombies as the enemies in the game. As I pointed out to somebody else, it looks more like just monsters in general. I mean, we never know. They could always try adding that in the future. But I'm not a full-on game developer. I don't know how tough it'd be. I have to say is like, I don't know if you caught my Left 4 Dead Inferno stream. No, I don't think I even streamed that. I just fucking made a video about it. And that's it. And it's like, I think that a lot of people saw that were like fan base, the fan base of this, and were expecting. I need a Suki. Okay, might be the one off to the right with the chest. So basically, this game, like a Souls-like game that has some pretty interesting weapons to it. Like, even has an assault rifle. There's a sniper rifle. There's a scythe that's actually. It doesn't. The player model version doesn't do it, but this is from a character called Uncle Death that's in the game. His is actually a golf club, and you can sort of, well, I'm in sort of darker area. You can sort of see how it's supposed to be like a golf club, even with the handle at the bottom. But it actually like retracts into being a golf club. Then you got like flail and other shit, and like the armor itself, like you can see that it's just like sort of put together bullshit, and got little shovels for the knee guards and stuff. This is an older game too. It's like 8 years old. But I think it's 8. Let me see here. I think it might be 9. Yeah, it's close to being 9 years old. Actually, this month, I think the 26th is its 9th birthday, or 9 years of being up. Never really got into it. Yeah, it takes a bit. I really got into it because I've got friggin' 1,201 hours, almost 202 hours in the game. So, let's see. I'm pretty sure it was the 26th September. No, it was last month, 2 months ago, September 26th, 2018. But their page that I was looking at here before the anniversary thing, event they did was on the 27th. Maybe it's November for the official. Might give it a whirl, perhaps. It takes a lot. It just, one thing that a lot of people were requesting for Let It Die 2 is a co-op mode. And whenever the Inferno came out, they expected a game like this, where we had, do some inventory management, had to worry about what equipment degradation, could upgrade your equipment, use different mushrooms or buffs, things like that. Basically, like the core mechanics from the first one. They were expecting that, but a different setting possibly. And the biggest thing they always ask for is like co-op. Then they put out a demo for Let It Die Inferno last month, like beginning of last month or the month before. And I played it and did a video on it, and essentially it's a fucking extraction game. It's not an extraction shooter exactly, because this game's not strictly about using pew pew weapons. It's more like a melee extraction, melee PvPvE bullshit. And loads of people that were actual fans of the first game were like, why did you try to do this a second time after you completely failed with Deathverse? Which Deathverse came out 2 years ago? 3 years ago? And it completely flopped on its ass. It barely even lasted like half a year. And that one was pretty much strictly a PvP battle royale game that they tried putting out. It was subtitled Let It Die. So it's Deathverse, subtitle Let It Die. PP boo boo. Agreed. Hey, Scotty. Let's see. Come on, drop on down. Where's your other friend? Just you? Okay. Hey, Joe. So are you home, or did you get... Are you still, like, stuck out on the road? Because I do remember seeing that you tweeted that you got... that you were close to home while driving, but I didn't know if that means you were actually able to go out. And of course I know Scotty. That's your bot. Forget if I did a shout out for dog here. And I'm not getting into swing. Oh, that sucks. Give everybody shout outs. Buckfuttery. Oh, there's actually a hater up here fighting. What are you doing? Stop being a silly goose. Let's get up here before he ends up getting killed. Oh, yes, he did get killed. No? No, definitely is now. Drivers picking up extra training. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice of you to do. And if they give you extra pay for doing it, even nicer. There we go, Suki. Another thing I like about this is you don't just earn the blueprints from leveling up for your equipment, even the stuff you start out with. You have to find them in the tower. You have to find the blueprints and then take them to the merchant dude that's in the waiting room or lobby area to actually have it added as something that you can try building. Well, you can build. Had no choice. DC to meet up with one. Well, I'm just hoping that the truck has a good, comfy, sleepy time, please. That's where I want to go, right? Suki, yeah. Flat 2. Well, hey. If you can expedite it without cutting any corners with making sure they learn what they need to learn, that could be, you know, easy, like $200 in 1 hour sort of thing. Not sure how that plays out. Is like if it's like a ride along and then you explain things to them or what. Let's see here. Down is... It'll be to the right when I'm going through. It's like yeah, I think the thing that sort of killed this... Well, there's two things that killed this game. One, they were dumb with releasing it only on PlayStation first, and then like a year or so later they released it on PC. And then they did like... Didn't mean to squish him, but oh well. I think it's one or two then. Probably three. So there's the PlayStation exclusive bullshit for the first year of this game's life. That killed it some. Then there was a lack of advertisement, like in general. Even for their other game, Death Verse, like I don't remember seeing any advertisement for that shit, and then it just came out. Yeah, show them how to do all the paperwork and flow the account. Okay. Show them how to handle getting into the tight area of the stores and general queue. Yeah, how to properly unload the trailer. I'd have to say that last one's pretty damn important. Didn't have it. Did you give Let It Die, Deathverse a try? Or have you even tried this one? And if so, did you happen to get a chance to actually give Inferno? I got lucky on that. I went to block and I was shot instead. Like the Inferno demo, like there's probably way more people complaining about how we yet again didn't get another Let It Die like this. We got some bullshit attempt to try to follow a trend. But where was I? Yeah, well, Deathverse didn't have advertisement. Inferno, I didn't even find out about it, and I probably would have missed the demo stuff if I didn't notice it on my Steam page whenever it first loaded in. Then, okay, this is gonna be an ambush. You dead. Copper. Only two? I'm pretty sure once I jump up there, an enemy falls down on that up there. I don't think I need... Okay, I don't need to continue worrying about shrooms. I know I need a bunch of materials because I did a shitload of research before I got off the game earlier. I just need to figure out which ones I need to actually gather. Past the norm of if I get a scratch medal, that's almost always going to be picked up. I don't fight any reversal tubers, so that's a gold one. I don't care about that. I already did the seasonal stuff. Oh, I thought that was a medal that I missed. No jumping down, okay. So, it's like whenever they did like a dev blog thingy after the Inferno demo ended, I think they might have caught the message from the original fans that, hey, this isn't what we really care for. We loved your original game. Please go back to that. Like the idea of Inferno looks like it could be cool and it could have like a good story and stuff to it. Like this one sort of lacked story in comparison to what was already in the demo for Inferno, so I will give them that. They put more actual thought into the story for Inferno than this game. Got a hater over there getting the shit beat out of him already. That guy. I hear another bone around here. Where's he? Oh, okay, so he's over there. I actually reload that. But yeah, I'm just hoping that the game is supposed to release at the beginning of December. If I have the money to spare, I'll try it. I'm just very cautious because I did put money into Deathverse because it had a battle pass thing. And I don't like the idea that I could potentially put money into a game because it's not free to play like this one is. That I put money into a game that, if it is as big of a flop as Deathverse was, I'm not going to see that money back. Down to 24, I should get that just in case. Maybe just one of that material. And we want to go down, but I don't want to linger too long, otherwise we have to worry about the jackals coming along. Damn jagoffs. So yeah, it's like that's probably like my biggest concern is putting money into a game that flops on its ass because the developers didn't follow what the original fan base requested from them after their first flop on their ass. Okay, so this is not the right way, but it has a chest here, and I want to grab up as much kill coins as I get before getting to the vendors. No kill coins, but still koi. Also, I don't always run in this game because I don't like having my stamina eaten up by just running around. Well, my fatigue. Because yes, in this game you have to worry about fatigue as well. Like, this game still has a okay-ish size amount of people that's well, player base. But I think if they bothered putting in a co-op mode, even if it's just one other player you can play with, it would make the follow-up game even more popular and probably have way more people actually play it. Because I know I had a few friends that started playing this, but then they stopped after they got so far because they had too much trouble with progressing in a tower, or they found out, hey, there's no co-op to this. So they're like, fuck it. Get the music back while I'm in between floors. Oh, I didn't hit repeat, that's why. We'll start there. But yeah, I think if we got a co-op mode for the actual successor to this game, it would jump up people who actually want to play this, because then they can have a friend join them, at least. It's like, I think that's the biggest thing that's like different about this game compared to Dark Souls, which was on an upward trend at the time, whenever this game first came out, I think. I forget if it's Dark Souls or Dark Souls 2 maybe, around the time this game released. So a lot of people were streaming Dark Souls, and then like this game came out. It probably could have done much better if they bothered to do a universal release instead of a PlayStation exclusive for a whole fucking year. And that was another thing I think that didn't help. Koi, I can just go up. I think that's another thing that didn't help with Deathverse either. It's like, again, no... Hey. Stop fighting. Stop it. You too. You too. Oh, I didn't know I still had to kill haters here. Let's see, anything drop up here? Is Deathverse did the same thing, though not as long as they did with Let It Die here. Deathverse, I think, was a PlayStation exclusive just for a month, and then it released on PC as well, and then it looks like Inferno is releasing at the same time on all platforms. Well, both platforms. I don't think they have anything to do with Xbox. I think it's just PlayStation and PC. Another thing that Deathverse is missing is like any glory kills, or gore-tastics, I think they're called in this game. Which some people, not too many people, complained about that. I don't fuck around with dating sites anymore, Scotty. That stuff's way too frustrating to deal with. Uchinobu. Boss should be off to the right then, so Uchinobu should be right afterwards. And that's one thing I like about this boss, oh, a spider shrimp too. The U10 boss. You don't have to worry about looking through the entire map for where the hell all the items are. Just go to the boss room. Missed by 28 days. Yeah, it happens. A little 10-bit of blood neum. Nom. Yep, still needs 79 more. Not yet banned. Yeah. I'd say I'm a fairly tolerant person. Just rather give people a chance to actually talk shit out, but I guess that breaks the norm of being a VTuber, where you have to like do everything out in public so you can get extra clout out of it. Oh, stop your shit. Honestly, come to think of it, I can't think of the last tweet I saw from you. Oh, that's just kill coin drops. Damn it. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, more mineral oil. Oh, they rebanned her? I guess they caught way too much flack from that. Well, if I remember right, only one of them got fucking banned, and the other one didn't even get a wrist slap. It's just let go. For the initial ban, and then where are we at? I sort of hope that there's not a shop on this one. Yeah, the Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer incident. I won't say it's an accident, because accident means, you know, it wasn't anybody's fault. Joe, honestly, to be completely honest with you, that might be the best way to be sometimes. Our control side would go away. Yeah, it's like there's a whole lot of dramas that happen, well, issues that happened last week of October, it feels like. There's the whole... Nah, there is a shop here. Maybe I'll get 50k before I get to the end. If not, I'll at least buy the scratch metal. I really wanted 50k kill coins for being able to buy a reversal medal. Don't go looking. Yeah. She's got the X. We could go. We need to go up, so we'll just avoid to the right, so we have plenty of time to look at the shop. Okay. But there's the Nina Lynn, Zoe Spencer thing, and then there was Bo being a fucking idiot. Oh, misogynistic idiot. That doubled down, and then Shondo decided to defend her Oshi, and just kept with it, so like it just slowly became a fucking extreme shit show. But to be brutally honest, they'll all take like a week-long break, come back, and they'll still have enough of a following that it won't fucking matter anyway. No, you don't, little fucker, get away from me. Don't want to take any damage to my equipment from some stupid lizard. The sender's back. As I've said several times on here and on Twitter, I hate almost all of the big content creators out there, and I will avoid them like they're the fucking plague, because way too many of them cause drama, and a lot of their followers are too fucking stupid to accept when they do something wrong. I don't like my equipment taking boo-boos. Because damage those critters do not a whole lot, but I've had pieces of equipment broken by them before, so I was like, no. Live on here, yeah, that's understandable. A lot of the shit that's just been going on of late has been just ridiculous. Just infuriating knowing that, like, if the sexes were reversed, it just gone completely south for whoever said something like along those lines. Like if Bao and Shondo, or the third bitch, I can't remember her name right now, were dudes, they would not have a fucking streaming career anymore. You silence bottom, the lizard. Nope. That weapon that he was pointing at me, those don't know, it's basically, it took one of those baseball pitching machine things, took it off and made into a wrist-mounted baseball flinger. And they don't hit real hard for me, they're just annoying. So I'd rather take them out expediently. Let's see how much we got. Close to 50k. Any coins? Coins. Destiny, DSP, there's a lot of lolcows out there. Supposedly Wings of Redemption still around, Boogie. But those ones are old school. Like, other than Destiny, I don't remember hearing about Destiny until I started streaming and shit. But those other ones that I named off, they've been around forever. They started off on YouTube, essentially. It seems you've got to have like roots in YouTube to actually like be like, I don't fucking care. Come on. Do you see me? I think he sees me. Come on. There we go. Now he's throwing a tantrum. He's got one of those stupid ball throwers too. Keep your balls off me. No more? Yeah, there is one over there. Oh, I see him now. People are just too serious. Yeah. The rage cow part. Yeah, essentially. It's gone from something stupid happened, and well, something silly and stupid happened, and that's what got you popular, and somehow that you've survived much, much longer than anybody else. Like the whole memes of, you know, DSP outlived so-and-so, or whatever. It's one of those things. iDubbbz's back, yeah, that's right too. Though, I was constantly seeing him getting talked shit about just because of the whole cuck thing. Yeah, Kick, I think Kick is trying to get more of its shit together as it's becoming a larger competitor for Twitch here. Delivered with the extreme bot, but yeah. Honestly, a lot of the times on Kick, the only interaction, well, chat stuff that I see on Kick is bots. Luckily, so far tonight, I haven't seen any. But it's just annoying because you can block the words on it like how you do on Twitch, but it doesn't stop the fucking things from actually posting a message in your chat. It just censors the word, and that's it. %, bot views. I would not be surprised at all if that truly was like the data for it. Because I haven't looked at like any documents that anybody might have done that would show this is the exact amount and everything. But somebody could put one out just using MS Paint to make the fucking graph, and I would believe it for that site. Yeah, well, here's the thing, is I don't like Dan at all. The way he's been running things is complete fucking shit. It's almost like he might be trying to bomb Twitch for whatever reason. Oh, he's over here. I was hearing the scorpion. But, he got to being the CEO, because I ended up looking this up. He got to being the CEO because he was previously, like, a president for Twitch. Oh, barely 50. Okay, nice. And then he got promoted up to CEO. So it's not like he just came out of fucking left field, no experience at all or anything. It's just, I think some hand jobs or blow jobs were done behind the scene to actually get him to being the CEO. So it's funny that you say that just as just as I'm saying what the hell got him probably there. And that might be a program for cause yeah, he's been in the business for a while. It doesn't help that him being a sex addict and most likely just a flat out sex pest, but he's got too much power for anybody to actually like fucking come out and say anything, it seems, or they don't want to lose the sweet cash that they are getting. That streaming has devolved to what it is now. Is I posted on somebody's thread on Twitter, is like, I miss the days whenever making it big as a content creator was you were really good at something, be it video games or whatever, and you posted a video and it caught real traction from that, or you had a good sense of humor whenever you made your videos, so people were brought in by the humor. Now it's just, do you appeal to this fetish and have a nice enough model sort of thing. I think a lot of the people the age limit stuff on Twitch has been a frustrating part for me. Yeah, I remember reading about that he basically was pushing the blame on Emiru for getting assaulted, which is bullshit. I don't watch her, and by default, most of the time whenever I see a big streamer, I doubt they got there by being good people. For males, it's probably fucking bunch of backstabbing bullshit. Females, it seems, is backstabbing plus a bunch of other stuff now. But, or else, a lot of the guys that are big streamers now, I think a lot of them got up there. Like, XQC, I think I saw, like, a thing where XQC is, like, one of the highest following or most watched streamers for 2024 or something. But if I remember right, didn't he get really popular because he said something racist or some shit in the first place? Not that he was really good at Overwatch, I think was what was the game he was part of or something. Well, he was in. I'm not sure either. Yeah. Don't date VTubers, yeah. I'm a big indie viewer. I watch the smaller creators like myself. I don't bother with anybody super big. I watch Mr. Sark every now and then whenever he streams, since he doesn't do a whole lot of uploading on YouTube anymore. Rage at Games that blew him up. Okay. I know he's very hard to fucking understand whenever he's like on edge and stuff. Which I'll always love that clip coming up where some kid like roasted him over I don't know if it was in-game chat or what. He said something and you could understand what he said, but the kid knew who he was, so the kid responded with that clip always makes me laugh. This is niche. Okay, so it's like, it's not even that like that is a good thing to be known for, though. I mean, that's like lolcow stuff to me, actually. I like the content creators like Mr. Sark and C-Nanners, Gassy Mexican. Hold up, I gotta look at the map here. Shinyama? Yeah, Shinyama. So up. Oh, this is boss fight, so it might be right after the boss fight here. Is this Cohen? Yeah, Cohen. So give me my flail. Damn you, turtle. Give me fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, it could be good that one like that is like the whole JD Vance with the with his Halloween costume this year. I like whenever people bother to go into the memes that have been generated around them and don't take major offense to it. Stop them from being lolcow. Yeah, essentially. So I guess he did sort of get there from good long-term things. Crash out with Boogie with lolcow. Oh yeah, Yeah, I saw that crash out too. Like, Boogie's just one of those people that I'm concerned as to why he has so much difficulty with fucking having a normal life. Boogie is scripted though. That's one thing I never found out about. Like, did either of you know the tattoo he supposedly got, was real or not? I heard a lot of people say that it was fake. I don't keep up on. It was temporary. Okay. I don't keep too much up on the lolcows because I don't like feeding into it. Just like people hate watching DSP. Just wait for his next fuck up so they can post about it constantly. It just does not seem healthy to do that. And it's like, I don't like many of the larger VTubers, but I do not actively seek out clips of them like fucking up somehow. It just, even with them blocked on Twitter, it's just, they're so big that it's hard to avoid any news about them in general. Yeah. At least he hasn't cranked it again on stream. I will agree with that. That was weird. Oh, I actually got a hater. Didn't expect that on this ledge. I don't think this first time in a long while I got since I got a hater on the ledge here. But yeah, I don't know if I would continue on the internet if that's how I got popular. Forgetting that my cam's on and getting caught cranking it on stream. Yeah, it's like, other than just ragging on VTubers, like, I'll go after the regular big streamers too. Is like, I do not like IShowSpeed at all. The way he got popular is just being fucking loud as far as I'm concerned. And then the fact that he didn't even get like a 24-hour ban for his dick coming out on stream while his pelvic thrusting at the camera because Chica in Five Nights from Freddy came up. It's wild he was happily married. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know he was married when I first found out about his bullshit, about DSP's bullshit. But it was well after he had been married that I found out about it, so it's not like I followed him too closely. Come here. So we got this left way is probably going to be a blocked path. Come on. More people to hang with. Like, part of me would like to hang with more people, but then I've got my kiddo. I know that can cause a lot of background noise and stuff, and I do definitely not want him deciding to do some random shit and end up getting hurt in the middle of stream, so not only do I have to worry about like if I would catch a ban from that, but also whoever I'm streaming with catching a ban because Twitch is fucking stupid. Dad jokes are fun. Just as a dad, I don't think I know too many. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I don't know too many dad jokes, or what's considered dad jokes. I just joke. Try not to be too offensive. Though I know I will be offensive just because that's how life is. Total ripoff. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, with going back to like the whole last week of October shit being like complete drama island thing, I think the big turning point was supposedly Shondo going to the hospital, which I hate to say this, I don't really believe it. I think it's just another fucking thing for attention. Because first time I ever even remember hearing about her ended with some bullshit where she ended up getting stuck, well, supposedly going to the hospital. No, not even so much Twitch, it's just Twitter. That's part of what like keeps that platform so big, is the drama, the stupid drama bullshit, politics. Of course, gotta worry about shit related to politics because it affects everybody's lives. Well, everybody's lives when it comes down to, oh, it's on the other side. When it comes down to things like people getting snapped, that's like the biggest thing right now on there. A lot of people are worried about if they're even gonna get snapped this month. I know I am. That's why I pretty much have one bowl of rice a day, and then make something nice up for my kiddo, even if it's just like a sandwich with some chips. I'm trying to think. No, today was not that. That was yesterday. Today for him, I think I made him one of those banquet pot pies that's like $1 because he likes those. So it just sucks. Like to say I'm not really hungry right now would be a complete fucking lie. Turtle, that's what the hell that was. But I went through worse whenever I was in the military though. Is whenever I first got to my permanent duty station at Pearl Harbor, my boat was in dry dock, and that meant like it was in 3 pieces essentially when I first got there. So nothing worked on it. All the electrical was down and shit, so like our galley was closed, and that went on for like almost a year with refitting and stuff. And a lot of times I kept myself so busy. Well, I was a new person there, so fucking I kept myself so busy as the fucking higher ups kept me so busy on the boat that I didn't have many options to go to the Dolphin, which is like the galley that's on base there, to actually get a meal. So I'd be working fucking entire shifts and only food I maybe had was in the morning for breakfast before I left to go to the ship, then, well, the boat, and then by the time I got back, I was already tired, and like, I'll just fucking go to sleep and deal with it. So, I've dealt with situations like this in the past. It just sucks that it's resurfacing whenever I have a smaller person to take care of. Torben. Well, let's see here. Only way to go I want to go is up, which is after the boss room. We don't see the hater by there. Watch any big streamers. Like I said, only one I really watch here or there is Mr. Sark. And that's just because he doesn't upload as often on YouTube anymore. It's like I used to love watching him. Well, I still do sometimes watch his zombie armies runs, and that's just a hater. Well, not a hater, but a normal dickhead. Screamer, that's what they call. Other than that, hell, some of the big names in streaming I don't even know about until I see them from some drama that pops up about them, or I see them on like god damn it, end of year sort of like wrap up was like, you know, these are the top 10 biggest streamers for the year and stuff. But yeah. But I can't even think of like too many. Like Asmongold, I know, is a bigger streamer. Hassan is one. I don't really have too much hate for Asmon. Maybe it's because from what I first recall from him is his World of Warcraft stuff. No, I don't think he's too funny myself, but whenever the whole thing with the shock collar from Hassan came up, and then somebody was comparing how fucking Asmon would treat his pet cockroach better than Hassan treats his dog. It's like, that just killed me. I didn't know JD Vance even said anything about that. I just saw, I did get to see I did see the Halloween costume they had. It has been Tectone or both, just shock jocks. That's what I feel Asmongold has turned into. Tectone, I didn't keep up on it, because when I first found out about Tectone, I was still playing Genshin Impact, and all I saw him as was some asshole that already had more money than he knew what to do with, using that money to just get more money by fucking rolling stupid amounts of rolls on characters. And then I think I heard eventually like he had this whole falling out with the Genshin Impact community because like he started ragging on lollies, which needless to say is sort of a big part of the shit that game puts out. Even Asmon the Halloween thing. I think the thing that made me happy about seeing JD Vance in that costume was the fact that he still did the say thank you thing. No, laughing at it almost passed up the damn chest. People rage and now they both have calmed down because they aren't too fond of the book. Okay, alright, I understand what you're saying then, yeah. Just DM it to me. I probably won't watch it right now because I don't feel like starting up Discord. Is his father? I thought he was the one that had the allegations. Or abuse allegations with his wife. I can't remember. I don't like him, so I'm not going to dedicate any of my brain space to him other than why I stopped. Why I disliked him from where I played Genshin. I know I had friends that watched him whenever we were all into Genshin, but his ex, yes, okay, alright. So I remembered sort of what I heard at least about him. Let's see here, so we want to go to Ibata. Either way, we're just going to be killing the entire floor, it seems. But I don't know, some people might find it shocking that it's like I don't like watching Charlie anymore, Moist Critical, because he started feeling like he was going towards being like a React channel where all he was doing is just fucking watching other people's videos, and well, we already know what's a big negative with that is like the original video probably won't get nearly as many, though some did take off because of him watching it. Okay, that's just... Okay, I thought I heard something attacking. Still an asshole. Yeah, Tectone still is an asshole. Like, you little son of a bitch. Take that. No, you're still not out. Fuck you then. Oh, wrong thing. What was this other thing I threw? Oh, my life shroom. I should have eaten that a while ago, but I just don't care. It's like, I voted for Trump. But like, if people don't like him, I'm not just gonna fucking flat out block somebody because they don't like him or they don't agree with how he handles some things, which some things I don't agree with how he handles it either. But it seems like a lot has changed over the last year alone, that though many will take it still as a negative just because it's not who they wanted in office that potentially could have done the changes. We don't know. I doubt some of the changes that have come about would have if Kamala got into office. But I don't know. It's just how it be. Sweet Bean, yes, you is Bean. Yeah, everybody an asshole in their own right. They're just owning it. That's all I care about. Okay, that's blocking, but I guess that doesn't count. I don't mind somebody being an asshole. At least own it. You know? I think that was the biggest message that should have been taken away by the three idiots on Twitter. It's like, okay, you can have your opinions, but if you start getting backlash from it, at least fucking own it. And don't make an apology that ends up being half-assed, because people will watch the comments on your apology to see if you respond in a way that proves essentially that you didn't fucking mean that apology at all. You may as well have just written in ChatGPT, which is what happened with Shondo. She made the mistake of fucking responding to somebody with like, oh lol, I said the quiet part out loud. See, Scotty, that's the thing I don't get. I'm surprised a lot of people I've interacted with haven't bothered to ban me. I know I've blocked at least one person since since the start of this year. But when it comes down to Twitch, I haven't blocked too many people, honestly. I wish I could block people I don't want to see, like most of the people that show on the front page for fucking Twitch. But there is no option to do that. You can if you say it's with an extension. I'm not bothering with downloading any extensions. If you haven't watched me enough to know that I play games, but no, I also handle my browsers that way too. It's like I have only played modded Minecraft even once. Well, I know they won't show up in my chat because they're banned, and then they won't be able to watch my videos or watch my stream or my VODs. But I just know that I can click that I'm not interested, but I've still had them pop back up after a while that I just don't know. Candle my company. To each their own. That's how I see it. There's some jokes that you do say that might make people uncomfortable, but I'm just too old to fucking care, it feels like. Unless you came in here just completely spouting off complete absolute racist, homophobic, whatever nonsense, I don't care. Basically just don't start spouting off shit that would get me banned overall if I didn't do anything about it. Okay, it's not up there yet. Like then again, like that's also those people's limits. So I know I still have some people, like I know there's some people that come and chill here that might have you banned in their chats, but you know, I think they are still at least decent people because they're not trying to police what the fuck I do with my own chat. They're not saying, "Hey, I banned Scotty in my chat. Could you ban him in yours too?" It's like, no, I don't swing that way. Sorry for the ads. There. Ah, take that. Oh, at least he came back in time for BFG division. I forget if I ever actually streamed this. Get thrown. God damn it. I looked over at OBS and just said it that ads just finished. So hopefully it wasn't like an extremely long. Kitty, you okay? There's some fights going on. Did it notice me or... Oh, he actually made it around there. Can I pick him off from here? No, did he? Oh, he dropped down. Saw the tuber over there. Well, yeah. Weird nowadays. I think it's different era, upbringings, etc., etc. Yes, scratch note. Biggest issue I have with online people is a lot of them are out of arm's reach. Good, depending on the yeah. Like Weird Al. Some of the shit he does is really off the wall, but he's funny. So. These people or these people on Twitch has more humor. Yeah, that's one thing I wish more people actually got popular for instead of just having a nice model or rage baiting well enough. Is they actually have a good sense of humor, and that's what got people together instead of, oh, you hate the same person I do, essentially. That's basically what it seems to boil down to now. What is this? So it could be up that way. I'm looking for a bata, so I'll go clear this area out first, and then I'll bother with checking. Is this steel? Yep, I need steel. Some of them. There's some people in today's generations that have a good sense of humor still. Or are able to appeal like to the older generations. There's some like new gen stuff that does make me laugh and shit too. Just some, but not on Twitch. They could be on Twitch, just depending on what sort of thing that they're doing that's funny, it could get them banned on Twitch. I'll just toss you there. That's why I keep the extra mushrooms around. Usually I use those lava shrooms for just cooking an animal, for picking up, for... I don't need more blueprints. I'm gonna recycle all of them anyway. Jump off the side here. Lost my train of thought. Not on Twitch. Was talking about how that's Sword Art Online. That's what that is, right? I think I watched like the first episode or two of that, then I just sort of dropped it. It's like what's the other one that's like currently really popular right now? Yata. Not Yata. It's Ibata. That's where I want to go. Claned. I've heard of Claned before, didn't watch that one. What the hell is it? I watched up until the guy fought the Red Knight thing, and then it was like a pretty brutal fight. But ended up like getting this ability to summon him as like a necromantic spell or something. I can't remember. Solo leveling, yeah, solo leveling. I thought that one was okay, but up to at that point it was like, I know how this is gonna go. You're just gonna keep getting more and more fucking insanely powerful, and you know, and just Though I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy watching some of the fights. They were pretty neat. Though it is a bit of a change of pace from an isekai being that way, where get reborn and you're fucking insanely powerful. Yeah, same here. There are some funny ones out there, but like the harem stuff, I'm sort of burnt out on that. I don't hate people that watch it, that's their own taste and stuff, but it's just like with lolly content. I don't care for it. I think the characters are cute in the animes, but the way some people act online about them is like, it seems creepy, but you know, as long as you're not fucking bothering real kids, I guess it's fine. Which I do find it funny, like anytime somebody does call them a certain name, because I forget how strict Twitch is with the P word. They're like, you know, most of the people that have called them that ended up actually being that. Like that pizza guy or whatever, and then who was like a journalist too, I think. And then I don't think he had any. I don't think the one guy that was doing like the what the hell is that Chris Hansen's show? God, I just know Chris Hansen. I can't remember the fucking name of the show he did though. To Catch a Predator. Some other guy that's like some internet version of him ended up getting outed for that too. I think I only watched the first episode of that, Scotty. It's such a gray area, I hate it. Like you can tell when it's a child versus a little. Yeah. And that's probably my biggest thing that I hate about AI. First time I was exposed to its art, guess what type it was? And then I found out it's scraping the internet, and that includes the bad parts of the internet too. And it's pulling from those sort of pictures to make those sort of images. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? I don't like AI being used for voices or art or coding specifically, since that's part of what I do as a job. It could be helpful for correcting things or finding a problem with coding, but taking over coding itself, I've seen too many issues come from that. I would rather AI be used for something like advancements in science and getting rid of diseases that have been plaguing humanity for a while. Cereal with, oh boy. I don't know, I wish more people that did art were savvy enough with technology to also be able to poison AI with their art. Sort of like, I don't think Ghibli intended for it to happen, but it was hilarious to see that whenever they started trying to AI art Ghibli style, like everything for a period of time had that piss yellow filter to it. Like, is it AI? Does it have the piss filter on it? Yep. It started poisoning. Yeah, well, even before the Ghibli incident, is there's ways to poison it, but then it's just like anything with technology. Like, I forget. This is I found out a long time ago when I was first looking into pen testing and stuff for security and stuff. Whenever we'll say like people know that Black Ops 7 is coming out, so people will take any information they know about Black Ops, the previous Black Ops, and see if any of the coding matches up throughout all those, and then try to use that as a way to exploit making hacks for the new game coming out. And whenever the new game comes out, they'll compare the coding and everything, and by day 2 is why you have all the hacks out for a game. Like what happened with Battlefield 6, where a lot of the hackers didn't come in until day 2, because everything was prepared before day 1 even hit. They just needed time to compare the coding and tweak stuff for putting it out on day 2. Recently, someone put a in-wire kill it AI learning tool. Yeah, I have read about that too. I know there are some programs you can get for adding a layer that basically poisons the AI as well. But Piratesoft, it's an uncrackable game and is working at Blizzard. Jesus. When I first ever saw Pirate Software was from the shorts that he flooded YouTube with, essentially. And I was like, oh, neat, that's some pretty useful, like, information about coding and stuff. But it wasn't until I actually watched a VOD of his that he said, you know, the reason why so many people are watching now, and now like I'm actually known now, is because I basically flooded YouTube with these shorts, and that's like, okay, so you basically just fucking slop tube your way up to fucking getting up to being popular. Good job. It's sort of like how fucking Mr. Beast got his popularity. He just kept putting out video after video after video after video until something stuck, and then he just stuck with that formula until he blew up. Anybody that does that shit, I just fucking hate. Cracked in base level info on code. Yeah. I didn't read too much into it. I just figured he's like, yeah, you're gonna challenge the internet, you're gonna get fucked. I feel I'm okay at dealing with databases, but I am not dumb enough to think I am the best at it. There will always be somebody better than me. It doesn't even have to be just one person that proves it. It could be a group of people that show that they can do it, and I'd still accept, yeah, you guys could fucking kick my ass all day. Never challenge the internet. You never challenge the internet with something like, haha, you can't do this. And 2, you never fucking hurt an animal. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf found out the hard way that you don't challenge the internet. The capture the flag of the century right there. Alright, so I want to go up to Harasuka there. The second lesson, yeah, essentially, especially trying to pull that bullshit with like the tape over the prongs and stuff. And what's her name? Cutie, whatever, was stupid enough to be on somebody else's stream afterwards saying it's like, no, he just taped, you know, I saw the tape, he doesn't use the shock stuff. It's like, that's not what he was going for. You dumbass. Yeah, Cutie Cinderella. Insta doom. Get away from the explosives. Okay, you dropped coins. All my bosses, I think, I didn't get any fucking medals, did I? I got a Dodd medal, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I have enough space for all these. Vibrating. Really? Wow. So even the maker of the color threw him under the bus. Nice. I don't even dislike Hassan because of his politics and stuff, which is obviously one of the biggest reasons why I think he got popular. I hate him because it just feels so fucking hypocritical. Especially the whole eat the rich thing, but he's stupidly fucking rich to begin with. Like, what, are you gonna resort to some auto-cannibalism there? I don't think autofellatio would count. Still be a bee. Yeah, go buzz, 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 buzz. I guess I need to go all the way over there. And because of Dan Clancy, I don't even know what the hell, like, the whole situation is with him and Dan Clancy. Like, who has who? Who has dirt on who? Like, why is that? I think it'd be Hassan having dirt on Clancy to get by on it, but I don't know. You don't have repeated instances of being as stupid as fucking Hassan without somebody egging you on, I think. At times, the stuff that happens on Twitch by itself makes me feel like I'm dealing with like some sort of a scripted show. Okay, so nothing underneath the staircase, but there's something over here to check on. Engine parts, don't need those. And next area's got 4. It's like the Truman Show. Almost, yeah. Especially with what Scotty just pointed out with the whole giving birth on stream thing. That's... in all the years I've fucked around with online streaming related stuff, all the way back to Justin TV, I never thought I was going to see something like that pop up in the timeline. I don't think it was right to be on Twitch. If it was on YouTube as an educational video, like this is the process of childbirth, I could probably have seen that being like normal. Then again, they allowed Mr. Hands to be on YouTube as an educational video thing, so I don't know. Oh no, they didn't, as far as I understand, they didn't violate any of the terms of service. It's just very weird to see that that happened on a stream. That just always, the birthing process I always thought was like a very intense and intimate moment between, like, in the family sort of thing. Why share that with the entire world as sort of almost putting your kid in the spotlight before they even can comprehend that they could be in the spotlight? Fuck you, Crundle. And the chicken you rode in on. Incoming raid. Wait, they were egging the viewers on to donate? Sorry. No! Yeah, if they had... I didn't even think about that. What if they had complications during the birth? That would have fucking sucked. Welcome, Raiders. We're talking about baby pushing outness. Hi, Bacon. So are you going to start a playthrough of your own, Bacon, for XCOM 2? Because I saw you talking about that. I may have been lurking and playing this game, but I was still able to look behind Let It Die to see the chat over there sometimes. Blue Spacemans. Meg's come too. I'm still working on it. But yeah, we were just talking about the whole childbirthing thing that happened on Twitch here not too long ago. And Shell brought up a very good point. What if there were complications during the birth process? I think if something happened that is complications during the birth and the mother or the baby died, not only would that have been like extremely fucked up, but that would have been the first instance of essentially a snuff film on Twitch, as far as I know. Mary Bunny Garden. Oh no, that's his Crundle thing. I don't think I could watch anybody else play that except for Crundle. Or Baby Shark. Do do do. Yeah, it probably would be a 24-hour suspension, but then again, I think any normal person would probably not care about having a 24-hour suspension, be more in the grieving process at that time, to be honest. I know if something like that happened when my kiddo came out, I don't know, I probably wouldn't even fucking be here right now. Just thinking about it is, before I met my kiddo's mom, I was with a girl for 3 years, and we agreed to trying to have a kid. And, for whatever reason, I'm putting up air quotes here, reason, she kept miscarrying. And it wasn't until down the line, like a year or so after we broke up, I guess she pissed off one of her friends or something, and they came out and told me she was fucking taking birth control after we had found out, like, giving it a try and stuff, and like she'd be over here for like a week and stuff. So that was a week of getting down after not fucking seeing each other for a couple months in person. And she'd only stop taking the birth control and whenever she got the test saying that, yeah, you are pregnant. So essentially she just constantly was repeating this and had like 3 miscarriages. And I thought something was fucked up with my stuff. It turned out, well, in the long run, it turned out, hey, she's fucking doing it. It was her doing and basically fucking really messing with me psychologically. When the reports resulted in a ban. Neat. Oh, cool. Report a bot or something. Oh yeah, Dan Clancy being in the chat for the birthing thing was a bit creepy, but at the same time is to be sort of expected because that was a very big event on Twitch itself. Never happened before. Given that, and also let's jump on the App Store here real fast and look up Twitch. Last I recall, is marketed for 13-year-olds as a gaming platform. Let's see if it still says that. Being weird in your offline chat. Okay, that is definitely something I would report. Okay, wait, no, that's Twitch Play. Maybe it doesn't show up on the desktop here. Odd, since it has like Discord and other shit. Let's see. Okay, download the Twitch app. Google Play. Okay, rated for teens, which, if I remember right, for the US is 13 plus. Live streaming platform, and a lot of the shit that they're showing is gaming. I even had a thing for esports events back last month. Yeah. I'm gonna enter my... Oh, fuck them. It took me a little bit to get used to your voice and like understanding some of the things that you said, but I never thought it was like a major problem. And hell, Scotty, and I'll be blunt with you, is like sometimes I have no idea what the fuck you're saying, but I still try to interact. There's somebody, there's a hater here. No? Haters up above. You have to kill that before. Yeah, there it is. What gave away that there's a hater there was the Vtuber was looking up and not paying any attention to this direction, which she usually is. But yeah, it's like, sorry that you had to deal with that, Shell, but there's some weird fuckers out there online. I don't feel bad at all about saying that either. There's just some weird fuckers. Like, why the fuck go into somebody's chat when they're offline to make fun of their voice? It's just... ugh. Parentless behavior. Oh, another store. I didn't think I'd get 2 in a row. Unless it's still reading from last time I ran this. I don't think it is, though. Switch displays. We had a store down here, didn't we? I thought Uchinobu we had a store. Guess not. Wait, I don't know if I check my inventory and I have, well, my death bag, and I have a reversal medal. Torben again. I remember Torben from earlier. Yeah, I did have the store earlier, because there's no reversal tubers that have fought. Okay. That is odd. Maybe it's because I've been in the tower for nearly 2 hours. I don't think I've ever actually like taken this long in the tower before. So we want to go up to Futagi so we can use the elevator to go back to the lobby, but first we want to hit the store, which is right here. Reload the ammo. What is this game? Never seen it. It is called Let It Die. It is sort of like Dark Souls. It came out around 2, I think, whenever Dark Souls 2 came out. Problem was it released exclusively on PlayStation, so that sort of fucked people following, like picking up on a PC until a year later, where they got rid of the exclusivity bullshit. Hey Dale, how everything go with DNA? Because after you got done with playing Apex Legends, I just sort of like lurked, and that was about it. But it's a free game if you want to give it a try, Grundle. Problem is, no co-op to this, so you have to get through the tower essentially just on your own grit. Doing the BS, I'm basically done. Okay. But this game was made, it is a Suda 51 game. So if you've ever played No More Heroes or Lollipop Chainsaw, is made by the same dude. Well, the same dude helped with directing it, I think, or else he helped with the story for it. I can't remember what part he plays in that. But he is on this, and he is part of at least some of Deathburst, but God, did that flop on its ass so hard. And supposedly he's also part of the new Let It Die Inferno. But I'm still so sketchy on that game. I'm worried about dropping $25 just for the base game even. Where are you at? I know there's no... he aggroed to me. Where's he come? Oh, he came from down below. See? Dude, that's why I don't play FPS with Viral anymore, because my aim is atrocious. Vegetable oil? Yeah, I got over 20 vegetable oil. I'm not gonna bother with that. There is a oh, it's a stamina. Linux bottles is a little slow to boot the game. Okay. I always forget you're one of the Linux peoples. First person I think about now when it comes to Linux is Sentient Potato on YouTube. He's another small... He's probably one of the few people I actually watch on YouTube even. When it comes down to live streaming. Some BS. Alright. Oh, bacon. By tomorrow we should hit the next level for the platoon. Just to give you a heads up. Okay, so I want to go down. I want to check and see if this other route is what takes us to our exit to Futagi. Don't do it, Dale. He didn't take out the garbage. And that was a fortnight ago. which is 2 weeks for those that don't know. Do not touch the rubbish. Crude oil, got plenty of that. Okay, so we need to go over. Two very interesting routes. I haven't seen this layup for a long time. Enemy. Help other people. Yeah. I forget if Joe plays that too. I think the last game I actually watched Joe play was the Silent Hill F. He gave that a go, but then he had, okay, this Futagi. He ended up cutting it short because medical complications. He didn't want to go too in depth about it, so don't want to push. Don't know if he said anything to me about that either on Discord, because I have not had Discord up for most of the month. Just my usual bad headspace, so I don't want to bother other people. Be this way, right? Yeah. So turn around. There we go. Music. Wait, we only got, damn, we only got 50,000. I'd be able to get another reversal medal at least. Open my shit. These stupid birds are why I keep these lava shrooms the most. I haven't gotten bitten as many times by the lizards as I have been attacked by these stupid birds. So I just got so sick of their shit, I just decided better just toast them. Oh, there's our guy. What's he got on him? What did Torben send after me? Naked guy? No, he sent an outfitted person. Torben, you a asshole. Let's get on up here. Almost forgot to put on my flail because most of the time. Let's see. Wait for him to turn around so I can get up here first and start spinning up the flail. Okay, we'll trade blows. You're obviously not as well outfitted as I am. Or else you have a numbnuts that doesn't upgrade their equipment well enough. Actually has slightly stronger flail than me, but 5604. Yeah. Even at half strength, mine does more damage, and that's because I bothered to upgrade everything. That is the one benefit to upgrading your stuff, like all your stuff, not just what you're using. You get extra bonuses for doing it. Okay, so I think, yeah, I still need more of those. Just drop blueprint. I need a shitload of recycling points, which is what the blueprints are for. I can take them and feed them into a machine to give me more recycling points. Not a whole lot, it's only 200 points each, and I need to accumulate 1 million to buy, well, 2 million to get the remaining blueprints there. So it's a very long, arduous trip. Let's see here. So we only got 6,000. Technically, we could get scratch metal and a Dodd. Sort of iffy about doing that though, because I have to worry about possibly screwing myself out of being able to come back down. Oh no, definitely getting reversal. Reversal is way less common. Fuck it, we'll just hold on to our coins to make sure that I can actually use the elevator coming back. Because I think I've got the route open. Yeah, I've got the route right to Futagi to go to. I don't have to worry about picking anything else up or taking anything else out. Just always know Charlie Sheen has got a weenie that he loves to show. Charlie Sheen has got. So that's the way off to the left here. So I gotta loop around and then drop down. Not there, but the next one. And I am always careful around these stupid things because I once got too foolhardy, wasn't paying attention, and whoop, right off the damn edge I went. Yeah, here it is, Futagi. So we'll go into the sorry, knee, stop killing me. Okay. Wow. So go down to the waiting room, throw stuff into the storage, and find somebody to raid it. I don't know. So with November being Movember, I think is what it's called, the Men's Mental Health Month, I might stream this like once a day, do a single run either between floors 31 and 40 or 41 to 50 with the occasional 51 to 60s as a little mix it up. But I hope you guys will definitely join me for that, because I'll be flat out honest. If I were to look at who is streaming this right now, I am probably the most watched person at the moment on there. For this games category. That's like just sort of how obscure and old it is. Sort of hate having to use the assault rifle, but it's probably the cheapest item I got when it comes down to weapons. And that's not just with the tactics. Oh, I forgot that I got blood splatter shroom. That stuff wants to give you blood names. Let's see here. Still got 14 hours on that. Oh, yeah. Somebody's done with extraction. Time to evacuate the party. I think I need to kidnap 2 more fighters to finish the achievement for 100. Yay. This game is just so interesting. I just wish they bothered to like advertise it and actually promote it and stuff. Just funny that you convert the bathroom in this subway station into a prison. This is very, very funny. And so I know Crundle, you were asking about this game here earlier. Is like some of the rundowns I can give you on some of the stuff is these things are decals, and they're basically like what actually boosts your stats or else gives you specific things. Like this one right here makes it so if I get poisoned, I don't have to worry about the poison damage. It actually heals me instead. And then this is how I'm able to actually see stuff on the mini-map. Well, on the map whenever I look at it. There's a crap ton of decals in this game. And technically you could run all the way through to floor, I think 351 is the max at the moment. With any type of equipment, it's just you have to get good with that equipment. And have the right decals too. Right decals is another big thing. So the decals are sort of your build. There are different types of fighters, which is what the characters are called. I've got at least one of each type. Got Collector, which actually starts off with more death bag space. And I use this guy a lot. For just doing these runs over and over and over again to be able to actually get some of the shit up as high as I've gotten it. I think it might be something in here. Yeah, we can look through fighter data here. So I've got one other collector, but he's only 125. Oh no, there's another one. Got a defender, striker, two more collectors. Shooter, attacker, all-rounder. I think there's another type out there. I just can't recall what they're called right now. I just know that they're like lucky or something. There's basically one that's sort of like each individual stat is their big thing. Shooter, obviously higher dexterity is which is what that little hand is there. The arm is strength, the legs is stamina, I think. Heart is HP. The body is your endurance, and then the four-leaf clover is your luck. Luck affects how often you get critical hits, which is like the big thing for the other class that I was mentioning. As you can see, like all these guys got like different decals on them. They're defenders for my station for whenever people come in. These ones with the little purple name cards or whatever you want to call them, holding up like the shield. They're defenders for your base for when people raid. These two are out collecting stuff, and I keep them naked because I found out through some research, even if you send a fighter out on an expedition and they get the kill on that player, it doesn't affect what rewards they bring back. So I just sent them out naked because why cause more of an issue for other people other than just be a dickhead? Of course, there are some people that don't know about that fact, so I'm not pissy about all of them. But I just remember this back whenever I did watch a lot of the streamers that did stream this. There's one that I told him, you know, it's known at least on the Reddit, and you'd have to dig through the discussion boards to actually find it out, but it is known on the discussion boards that you don't get extra shit from sending out fully equipped expedition characters. I need to finish up a rocket launcher. I didn't even know that. And he just seemed to brush it off and basically said like he didn't care. He's still gonna keep doing it because it's too much of a hassle to take the equipment off the character. It takes literally like 2 seconds to fucking pull up the character and take the stuff off of him. And that's why anytime I make fun of a French Canadian, it's because of that asshole. In this game, anyway. Anywhere else, it's because they're at least part French. Play log. This shows I've... Okay, so 60 is my highest floor. I've wasted a lot of times. Oh! Really? Is it mainly the void tiles? Hello, chica. Ohio? Hello, hello. Morning for you, evening for me. But welcome. Void and planetary grenade stuff. Well, Warframe is a pretty old game. I wonder how many Warframe clones there are out there. Fighters obtained. Fighters collected. Yeah, I need 2 more captures to actually get the 100 done. Which, god, that's so RNG, it's annoying. Teams used, I've only ever stuck with Pennsylvania. I don't like the idea of jumping to the other teams just so I can get more fights. Massive neck. Oh, okay, alright. Next shoulder guard. Well, I'll be honest. Unless they put in a Clem clone, I don't care about the game. There is only Clem. A lot of send-outs on expeditions. Unsuccessful fights. So you see here, almost every single expedition I've sent out has been unsuccessful, and there's a reason for that. Because the 8 that I did find out, after I did get the 8, I'm like, do I really get more from doing this, or am I just being an asshole unintentionally? And I found out, yeah, I'm being an asshole unintentionally. So... Gemini skin. I think I saw that, and yeah, it would be nice for a Gemini skin. This right here I find funny as hell. Death to animals. You have to be insanely low on health to die because of an animal hitting you. Like, you take just a chip of fall damage, you would be dead. Kill coins gained from Mushroom Club. Huh, I didn't know you could actually even send anything. Spent on ransom, I never really cared. I'd rather just let the people extract my fighter and actually get the bag from it. I have spent a good bit of time in this game. I don't do a whole lot of taunts or jump attacks. Did drop kicks just because I needed it for... I think I needed it for a quest. Ultimate Fighter is a good skill decal, but there is the return of the Ultimate Fighter, or Ultimate Fighter Returns, I think is what it's called. That one like rarely comes into the cycle, and you have to spend the premium currency in this game to actually get it, which sucks. I freaking hate that they do that. But I've gotten most all of the mushrooms. I know the 3 I'm missing are the Easter event ones. Those are the ones, or else the spring event ones. This one, surprisingly, I did not actually get done until yesterday or day before. That big splatter shroom. I had gotten the mega splatter shroom before, and the regular one several times for the regular one. But, yeah, for some reason I didn't have the big splatter shroom. So that was interesting. Got lots of beasties that you can run into in the game. And then there's also gold versions. So, gotta worry about that. Well, finding those, whenever I do see those, I try to make sure to pick those little bastards up as soon as possible. Mainly because they give a lot of money. Most of them give a lot of money. Some of them give really good XP for if you want to quickly level up a new fighter. A lot of skill decals, some of which I'm missing, like the premium version of Payback. Then there's some that came out that I just didn't. I'm missing the premium version of Heavy Tank too. But some have come out like since I played the game, stopped playing the game, that I missed out on and probably won't ever have a chance to get again. Two that I'm sort of happy that I did get whenever the chance was there. I passed them up. Were these two, the Brian Zemeckis, yeah, Zemeckis, and Queen Bee. From, I think you had to play Deathverse and then log into this game, and you would get the 2 skill decals. And one of the biggest things I remember from wherever they did have a Deathverse going was occasionally, like, they did a few live streams, and they had a VTuber model for Queen Bee that looked really nice. But they sort of shot themselves in the foot, because doing that showed even more to a lot of people that they were just chasing trends. Because VTubing is trending a whole, like, it is still new and sort of trending at around that time, I think. So them doing the same thing everybody else was like essentially doing for streaming didn't help the case that they were just chasing trends with making a fucking battle royale. So I think I got this a little bit after I came back to the game here too. Increased damage of suplexes while stealth by 10,000%, which might seem like, wow, that's a crazy high number. Well, whenever you suplex something, especially if it's against a hater, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I haven't seen it actually tested on anybody. Like, I haven't looked up videos if anybody used it in a build. But I have a feeling that 10,000% might actually make for an insta-kill, but I'm not sure. So I don't even remember what the hell even affects the damage that you get from doing a suplex. I only got 1 Colonial Marine Corps, which would be helpful to have on my defenders. But right now, it's like I don't feel like working on the stuff for my defenders too much. Why the hell is the Joker? Oh, it's just still loading. I know once I upgrade this guy to the next, the next upgrade I'd like to try to get is getting his last skill slot. That way I can put on the Joker for this build, as that will definitely help boost everything and make going through 51 to 60 a little bit easier. If I had more. There's the Assassin's Crossbow done now. Oh, +2 done now. Anything else? Yep. What is it? Oh, the TDM flamethrower I got ages ago, but I just didn't build it. Surprised that didn't give me any kill shot. Well, fun shot. That will give me one going up with the Magnum. More piercing. This is just going to a +1. Had so much stuff researching whenever I closed down the game earlier today and then came back. This taken up to the Cerberus Shotgun E. Yeah. That'll give me some more pierce as well. So that'll essentially make my static massager and Kama's SP hit a little bit harder. This is going to +1. Anything else? Yep. Spiked boxing glove. That's just going to +1. So many things that I upgraded that's just going to +1 or plus whatever. And the main things are going up tiers. Like this one's going to go up a tier. So that'll give me more pierce. I think he just wants strictly friggin' zappy damage. Yeah, piercing shot. Ooh, that was a lot of shit. So I don't think anything's left over for what's my thingy for finishing researching. I only had weapons I think left over that were still baking. Yeah. Going to eventually make these. Luckily it just takes stuff that falls between floor 31 and floor 50. So doing enough runs on 31 to 40 to get the red medals and slowly, and that's going to be the biggest pain in the ass right there, the 10 reversal medals. Ohio. Ba -ba -ba -ba. But once I get those made, we'll see what the hell they take afterwards to go increase. But after making them initially is where you get the fun shots from that, and then getting them +5 is another fun shot. And I don't think these upgrade to like tier 2 or anything, though I know there are other versions of these weapons too. I think they're like be like Jackal Sword X and Jackal Yo-Yo X and Jackal Blaster X, I think are the high floor Jackal drops. I might be incorrect though. I just can't remember when the V2 Jackals start popping up, if it's on floor 50 plus or floor 100. Because hell, I think it's all the way up to Jackal V4 now that you can run into, but that you gotta be close to like 200 or something for finding those. I can't remember how far it goes at the moment. I basically need to grind. I'm gonna probably continue grinding floors 31 to 50 until I get all these built up, and then start working on the armor too. I can take this up again. Yeah, we'll actually get that set. So that's, I'm using a spreadsheet that you can actually find on the Reddit for Let It Die. It's off on the right panels. That is a complete spreadsheet of all the blueprints in the game, including ones that aren't currently obtainable because of past events and other shit. But it is very good for keeping track of like what you still need to buy, well, find in the tower to upgrade stuff. So I basically just keep this damn thing tabbed while I'm doing my runs in this game, so I don't accidentally keep stuff, and also your storage is sort of limited, so you can't just keep hoarding and hoarding and hoarding for a rainy day. So that helps with also keeping track of which materials you don't need anymore, so you can actually stop worrying about hoarding those ones and clear them out of your storage. So there's that. So we at least got one item upgraded. So we got that done. I sort of just mainly want to work this up to tier 4, so it's on par with this for being able to upgrade. For those that don't know much about the game, the difference between this helmet, the clay figurine helmet, and the clay figurine helmet RE is, other than what it looks like, is it'll take less materials in comparison. I can actually look at mine. Now this right here looks like it takes a shitload of materials, but upgrading this to the same level as that is going to take way more, like probably double to fucking get that. Then the TDM, which is team death, it says team deathmatch, which would, some people would take as it implies, you know, hey, you can actually work with a team and actually do the PvP stuff. No, it's not like that. You're on a team. I can actually just show that. This is the TDM thing. You're on a team, and there are loads of teams to pick from. You just basically have to find wherever you are on the map if you want to, and you pick your own region, your country, whatever. And there's one for Germany right there, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Belgium. So Crundle got into this. I'm trying to remember. South Africa's there. Is this New Zealand? Yep, there's New Zealand for you, Crundle. You could actually go and pick your own country and stuff. Some places, obviously, like how the U.S. has like a lot of its own states, and every single little purple thing you see flying around here is supposed to represent players attacking each other and stuff. But the way PvP works is you go in, you do a raid where essentially you get to another player's base, like where I'm at, and you fight any defenders that they have set up, and you get a percentage from each defender that you defeat, and then you get a percentage from where you break that person's splithium collector and that person's kill coin bank. And then normally, after you got rid of all the defenders and you broke the collector and the bank, the match will, well, the raid will end. Sometimes if it doesn't end automatically, you might have to come into the bathroom here and check to see if they have any fighters being extracted, and you have the choice to break it. I want to make an emphasis on this. You have a choice to break that and get the fighter out, or you can go check the fighters that you defeated, see if they were knocked out, and then you can actually kidnap the fighter yourself, and then you can extract them in there. Or, well, you'd come in from this side actually, or you can go back to the subway train, and as long as a minute has passed on the game, on the raid timer, because I think you get like 2.5-3 minutes to do a raid, As long as a minute has passed, you can go onto the subway and leave. The reason why I put an emphasis on you aren't obligated to free the people that are being extracted is because if that person actually is left there, well, that fighter is left there and they get fully extracted, you can first check on them in the bathroom, then they get launched out and they get sent back to the player's base. Then you can come over here and check your stuff and you get a lost bag. Lost bags give you materials, splithium, kill coins, decals. So there's been at least one fight that I did today that I completely ignored the fighters that the person ended up having in their extraction chamber bathroom thing, because I know they could get lost bags from them. That, and also it's one of the few other ways to get good chunks of splithium, which you need loads of for doing the researching. Like, all research requires splithium to some level. Like, I think the cheapest right now is 400 for me, right here. And that's doing the Jackal gear. But as you get higher, it just gets worse and worse and worse with how much you need. Like this 100,000, well, 101,000, almost 102, 103 nearly. What's my... That's at 108. And you're getting that and you're only upgrading it 1+ each time. And it's like the only other good way to get that much together is to go and raid other people's bases. You won't get a crap ton from doing extractions, but it's still better than what you get from doing expeditions. Expeditions you can accumulate between, and I think it's like 500 something was probably the lowest I've seen. Then these two, well, 3 expedition rewards I have here. You know, that's my normal bring back from an expedition after sending a fighter out for 24 hours. Is close-ish, we'll say, to 1,500. So even if I had this full thing filled up, saying 1,500 is the average, with 50 slots, that's 65k over a 24-hour period. Whereas you can go and spend 3 minutes to go and attack somebody else, and depending on your TDM rank, well, depending on the person's TDM rank that you're attacking, you'll get a different amount. Since I'm in Diamond right now, and that's another thing, you will only be able to fight other people in your ranking. Since I'm Diamond rank, all these people that come up are going to be Diamond 3 to 1. Let's go by rank. We might see somebody that we used to know here. Like, a lot of these names I don't recognize from where I last played, but I did see somebody I recognized from a while back. Their name is 404 Girl. One of the few people I know that made it up to 351. And, we will say that if I continue playing this game on a daily basis, like I have been, and I'm gonna probably keep streaming it as long as I'm into it. I might do a high floor run just to see how far I can get, if I can get to 350, well, 351. But that takes a lot of time. Like, you guys just saw what the hell it took me to just get through 4 floors. Well, not 4, I mean 10. Not technically 9 floors. Because we started off at Obara. So that's 1. Asuki, 2. Koi, 3. Which barely did anything at Koi. 3. 4. Katsumi. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then at 12, I went back down. So that's like maybe 10 to 15 seconds on Futagi. So just doing those 12 floors took me, we'll say maybe like 2 hours if we cut out all the time I was just bullshitting and not actually moving along. So it's like, that's a lot of time just for 12 floors. And I mean, there's even some between 41 to 41 to 50 that I haven't hit. These ones here, so the way 41 to 50 works is you go up to 41, there's no enemies there. There'll be the gate to go into this area, which to go into into 42, you can't be carrying more than 5 items in your death bag. And your armor, the 3 pieces of your armor counts against that. And any weapons or mushrooms that you're carrying with you counts against that. So to go in with a full set of armor, head, chest, and legs is 3 right there. And I like to go with the flail and the kamas. So that's my 5 items that I usually take in. Though I'll go up with a 6th item, which is going to be my life stream, which I eat before I go up to the gate, because it doesn't get rid of the buff. And I'll at least have a chance to come back. I think for a grilled mushroom, it's 50% HP if I get defeated. I'll revive then and hopefully be able to make it the rest of the way. But the route I have used most often going through here is Seiya, Irioka, Oteya, and then Tahe, because those last 2 are iron floors, and a lot of times I've needed purified iron for building stuff up, so I get those 2. But these ones over here, one ends in a cloth floor and the other one is wood, I think. So I haven't had any reason to really go those ways just yet. I will eventually, whenever I need like those objects, but those materials. In which case I'd probably just go Soku, Shujima, then continue up the rightmost path and ping pong between boop 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 up there and see which ones I'd still have to hit. And there's also stamp machines, which are like collectibles in this game. One of the collectibles in this game that I still need to collect from these 2 from this area too. I think there's 2 or 3 here I need to still get. And once you get all the stamps, doesn't matter if you passed with a good or a bad, you get the silver. No, I already have the silver. What's my thingy? Death Scythe, or what the hell it's called. The Silver Scythe. I know I have that one. I have the silver one and I have the red one. I think I need to relook what the reward is for the stamps for the Tengoku area. Then Tengoku Mon. Well, I don't think that's even actually Tengoku until you hit up 51 plus. Then Tengoku is just completely randomized floors from anywhere between 1 to 40 with just haters. And they slowly get stronger and stronger and stronger, which is another part of what the hell made me sort of motivated to do so much R&D stuff. I think I listed off what my fun shots were, which are these things in the lower right corner here behind my head. But I listed off what my fun shots were back whenever I was really into this game to one of the bigger streamers for this, And he's like, wow, that's better than what I got. And he was doing like floor 51 runs at the time too, so I'd rather be nice and comfy as I'm running around and checking my chat every now and then. Like, I'm happy that my blunt weapon, well, my blunt damage is pretty high. Slashing I'd rather have a bit higher, but I don't really take slashing with me. I take the two things I said, the Kamas and the flail, because if they're not weak to one, they're most likely weak to the other. But sharp, I always forget which ones are actually weak against sharp or not, so I just sort of ignore it. But that doesn't prevent me from picking up a weapon if I really need to from any that dropped off the haters and actually use them myself. And the biggest thing for me is getting up the additional bonuses that you get to your armor, so whenever I do slip up, which happens often, I don't have to worry as much about taking major hits from a single attack because my armor's fairly decent. Essentially, I'm just gonna keep running 31 to 50s until I run out of being able to actually continue upgrading stuff from just those floors. Alright, so we're gonna put everything away and then buzz up these blueprints and find somebody to raid. Another thing is, like, whenever I quit this game before, your max storage was 150. Well, 1,500. I've been back in this game for half a month to a month, and I used up all death medals that I had from, because you can earn death medals from some of the seasonal events and other stuff. All that shit that I had saved up, I am spending on getting more storage, just how much I get. And it just, I think that was another part of why I quit friggin' playing this game, is I got frustrated with constantly running out of storage, then having to run and do what raids I could to get enough splithium to research stuff to make space again. And I got close to running out of space again here today, so earlier today I just did loads of raids, and I think I ended up researching up half of the stuff. Let's see, so that one definitely slightly nicer endurance. That was another reason to keep upgrading your stuff. Once you get that to +5 with that bonus, with that little starburst background to it, it takes a massive jump in the durability. Anybody that does pick up this game and start playing, that is the biggest thing that pissed me off whenever I was trying to get up in the floors on this game. Just constantly having my armor breaking or my weapon breaking. So eventually it's like I got high enough that I could start working on the commas, and I got enough recycling points from what I'm about to do here, recycling blueprints, that I could buy. Oh, I think it's yeah, I just showed these as an example, the RE commas, and I think an event happened that was giving a lot of materials that I wouldn't have to bother with farming. I just had to get splithium. That's how I got my commas up as high as I did, and that made it sort of easier going through some of the upper levels. Still made the boss a bitch because I didn't have anything else good to actually fight him with. But the final boss on this game, he's a bit tough. He is a bit tough. I would not be surprised to find out, like, oh, I used to play this game a lot, but then I got to the last boss and I just couldn't get past him. Or even just not even the fact that it was just the boss itself, but the series events, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody that does pick up the game. whenever you start the fight, things do not play out like the other 3 bosses. We'll say that much. Where no matter how good your equipment was, getting up that high, if you don't know how to handle the situation, you might die a few times. I don't want to recycle anything at the moment, but I need to save up a shitload of blood neem from whenever I do 51 to 60 runs to get, I think, 2 of these. I might need 3, so that'd be 1200 to get my 6th skill slot. So I need 1200 blood neem plus another 210 to actually level it up, so 1410. Because the floor is 51 to 60, don't drop black deathroids. It would give me the blue, and I think it's a very, very low chance of green. But the blues I need more of anyway right now. I need, what is it, 26 is still blue, 27 is when it goes up to green, so 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13 deathroids to actually get up, all blue deathroids to get through those on this character. Still got 2 bag slots I can unlock, and then I can uncap it to level 7, which those that don't know is like the star rating here. This is not the end of it. You can unlock 6-star characters, which I think I still have the quest for unlocking one of them that I need to finish. Not my death bag. This one here. Skill Master. No, there's Skill Master. Skill Master is not the luck one. Skill Master actually starts off with more skill decal slots. That's what makes them, makes that one special in its own way. I don't remember if it has any stat that actually is better for it, but having a crapload of skill decals can sort of make up for everyone has its own weaknesses and stuff. Like, I know a lot of people that run up, oh, they're done, that run the high floor 10 Goku runs will take like a shooter character if they plan to use the Kamas a lot, because the boost from the dexterity gives increased damage. So it's sort of like runs like that. Once this resets, so another 1 day, 7 hours, 16 minutes until the weekly resets. But yeah, I don't think I've ever beaten Pale Wind on hard. I know I've gotten what's her name on Nightmare at least once. Red Napalm. Red Napalm's got a pretty cool gun, and her armor is pretty cool too. I can't remember which. I'm pretty sure she's War Ensemble, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I think she's War Ensemble since she has the M2G. Pale Wind is Milk, and other dickhead is Candle Wolf. Alright, so what did I have with me? Oh, I could sell that dickhead's flail. Yeah, 3,000. That's not bad. That's one nice thing. The remaining durability on an item does not affect the cost for sale. But that doesn't help too much whenever the static massager I have is just T1 plus 0. I can get 10k out of that, but if I go to buy it, where are you at, you little shit? Yeah. T1 plus 1 is over 200,000 coins. So yeah. So I could go on for a good while just explaining like all the different stuff with the weapons and things like that, but I am not really a tutorial channel. I just like to talk. Where are you at? Where are you at? There it is. Almost up there. There it is. Oh, if I get another 4,303 splithium, I could take this up to +4 then. And that'd be an easy way to compare. Like, it'll probably take 111. Well, all just one of those pieces for this to go up to the next tier compared to the current one. And you can see slightly different stats as well. +20 health on that one compared to +12, but it has the same -5 and +5 afterwards. I think it's about the same for this too. No actual difference in stat bonuses for between the two helmets. And the ones that do have like only positives usually aren't the best, but they can still be good enough. Alrighty, let's see here. Let us find somebody to raid. I sort of feel bad for Shani. She's having some frame drops, it looks like. Alright, so we've got the raid message there. For those that are subscribed, you use the first raid message. For those that aren't subscribed, you can use the second one. Feel free to use your own emotes, somebody else's emotes, the global emotes. I don't care, just have fun with it. The big thing is just doing the raid message spamness. We're going to be raiding Crafty Shani here tonight. Oh, accidentally put in a parentheses there. So we're raiding Crafty. She's currently playing Helldivers 2 with two of her friends, Torx 2D and Mage Hunter. Again, thank you guys very much for stopping by, hanging out, and chilling some. Thank you as well to Crundle for the raid. Thank you to Doc, Scotty, Shell, Joe, Dale, Bacon, everybody that came in, hung out. Still add. Oh, ads are done now. Okay. No, that's just. What part did you guys catch? Was it me thanking people for coming in, or where? Oh, thanks to everybody that came in and hung out, chilled, bullshit some. It was nice talking to all of you. You guys all take care of yourselves. As long as I have the energy to do it, I'm going to stream this again tomorrow. It was Crundle, okay. Well, you should have been after Crundle since you came in with the raid bacon. I think Shell and Scotty and that was all that talked in chat before. But thanks to Mix It Up, I know who was actually lurking about in chat too, so I got those names down as well. But gonna be raiding Crafty there, playing Helldivers 2 with some friends. So probably many shenanigans. You guys have a good night, day, tacos and burritos. Until next time. Bye.